Hi, this is Lauren from Daisy Cottage Designs, and I'm here hopefully with a really quick video to help the people who have been asking me how to transition from row 3 to row 4 in the heirloom blanket. So if you are new to the heirloom blanket in general, you're not going to want to start with this tutorial. You're going to want to start with the original tutorial, and I will link to that in the description and hopefully right here in the video. But if you were struggling going from row 3 to row 4, this video is for you. So I've just finished row 3, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. Okay, so I've done that. And now you're going to need to be careful because I think what people are wanting is everything to just line up. So you want your double crochet 3 together to be right here, and then you want your first double crochet to line up with this one, and then this one and this one, but that's not how it's going to work. Your double crochet 3 together is going to start here, and it's actually going to end over this double crochet right here. And then your first double crochet, standalone double crochet, will end up starting right here. So let me show you. So you're going to chain 2 and then you're going to double crochet 3 together over these first 3 stitches. Now I've explained how to do a double crochet 3 together in the original video, so I'm just going to work it myself and not explain it here. But if you need more help, you can go to the original video. So I'm going to start it in the first stitch, and then I'm going to continue it into the second stitch, and I'm going to finish it in the third stitch, all right? And then I'm going to chain 1. But you can see that that double crochet 3 together started above my double crochet 3 together and ended right above this first standalone double crochet. So I chained 1 already, so I'm going to skip this next stitch and I'm going to double crochet into the stitch after that. But you can see that that first double crochet on this row lines up here with the second double crochet. So I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to skip a stitch, and I'm going to double crochet into the stitch after that. And then I'm going to chain 1, skip a stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch. So my third standalone double crochet will be over the first double crochet in this group of 5 double crochets into the same stitch. So this is my first double crochet in this group of 5, and this is my last standalone double crochet of the 4th row. So then I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to skip a stitch, and in this middle stitch of the double crochet 5 in the same stitch, this middle stitch right here, you're going to work 5 double crochets into that stitch. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So your double crochet 5 in the same stitch should line up with the middle stitch of this double crochet 5 in the same stitch. Then you'll chain 1, excuse me, skip a stitch, and double crochet into the stitch after that. And then you'll chain 1, skip a stitch, and double crochet into the stitch after that. And you can kind of see how everything is lining up. So then chain 1, skip a stitch, and double crochet into the stitch after that. And then chain 1, and you'll start your double crochet 5 together in the last standalone double crochet from the previous row. So actually there's a single crochet above it, but I'm just helping you see where to start it. So it'll be, you'll double crochet 5 together starting right there. So it'll start at this one and end at this one. So it'll start here. So there's our first stitch, our second, our third, our 4th, and our 5th. And you can see that it started over this stitch and ended in this one. And then I'll chain 1, skip a stitch, and double crochet into the stitch after that. And then I'll chain 1, skip a stitch, and double crochet into the stitch after that. I'll chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet into the stitch after that, and I'll chain 1, skip a stitch, and into this stitch right here, I'll work my 5 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll chain 1, I'll skip a stitch and double crochet into the stitch after that. I'll chain 1, I'll skip a stitch, double crochet into the stitch after that. I'll chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet into the stitch after that. And then I'll chain 1 and I'll double crochet 3 together over the last 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll pull through all those stitches. And that is how everything should line up. So let me see, I'm going to change the angle of my camera. And I'm going to lift it up a little bit. So hopefully you can see how everything lines up. All right, so it should line up just about, let me go a little bit more like that. All right, so you see that your stitches should, your double crochet clusters of 5 should be in the middle of the double crochet clusters of 5 from the previous row. And then your double crochet of 5 together will start in this last double crochet and end in the next double crochet, the first double crochet of the next group. So there's 3 here, so you'll start your double crochet 5 together and then the last one, and then finish it in the first one. So I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, just leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. Have a great day and happy crocheting.